Hey, I'm Arnie Niekamp from the fully improvised comedy podcast Hello from the Magic Tavern. I'm here with my co-hosts, John the Talking Badger,
Bing Bong,
and Usador the Wizard.
I greet thee, listeners.
Look, I'm trapped in the magical land of Foon, so I started a podcast interviewing elves, unicorns, and other weirdos. We have great guests like Felicia Day, Jason Mantzoukas, Brennan Lee Mulligan, Amy Mann, and so many more.
Oh, and I think one time we interviewed a sentient shoe? I hope it was sentient.
Not to mention the evil people we've had to interview. How I hate evil.
Join us as we bar crawl across the magical land of Foon.
Looking for adventure.
Getting caught up in escapades.
Hello from the Magic Tavern is available right now on your favorite podcast app and ad-free and with lots of bonus content on Patreon. Subscribe to Hello from the Magic Tavern today.
Hello, Eleanor here, and I am here to talk about the wonderful new fiction podcast 2000 and Late. 2000 and Late is a new fiction podcast from the creator of The Bright Sessions. It is a dark comedy that grapples with the havoc of our current moment and tries to find the hope inside of it. The show follows Harper, a 36-year-old nihilist whose life is upended when she's possessed by a demon hell-bent on bringing about the apocalypse. But Harper doesn't want to end the world, and the demon gives her more power than she's ever had in a very long time, so yeah. I'm loving this show. It's sharp and funny, and it's a cathartic release from the anger and impotence I often feel about the dumpster fire of a world we are all living in these days. It's unapologetically angry, surprisingly tender, and deeply entertaining. I think that 2000 and Late is ideal for fans of Fleabag or Killing Eve, Jennifer's Body, Yellow Jackets, Venom. So yeah, let's go create some havoc. Oh, and also, Jeffrey worked on this. Jeffrey is the sound designer, and that's also really cool. So please go check out 2000 and Late wherever you listen to podcasts.
Okay, I've got one this week.
Okay, I'm all ears.
What did the future say to the present?
Ooh, I have no idea. What did the future say to the present?
We can tense if we want to. We can leave the past behind.
Okay, see, what makes this art is that it is a reference to a one-hit wonder song that was released before either of us were born.
Get your past don't tense, and if they don't tense, well, they ain't no past of mine.
Why don't we move on from this bit?
Fine.
Someone on the radio said something about the sun going out forever in a month or so. But we all knew the end was near, nothing to be done from here. So I shake my head and off to bed I go.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of World Gone Wrong. It's the show all about staying together, even as it feels like the world and all the strangeness in it is trying to pull you apart.
My name is Jamie.
And mine's Malik.
And we are two friends stuck on opposite sides of the American Bermuda Triangle, but always together in our hearts.
Aww.
And before we get started with today's topic, listeners, I think it may be time to do a quick check-in.
Oh, what do you mean? I mean, you're still looking for a new job. I'm still dealing with my university. Is there anything else to talk about? Not the time for gallows humor?
Not so much, no. So most of you probably remember our whole live streaming fiasco last episode.
Yeah, that didn't go the way we meant it to.
First things first, I am okay. The doctors didn't find anything physically wrong with me, and my dad's been checking up on me nonstop. I haven't lost any more time that I've noticed, and I'm baseline. So for everyone that's been writing in asking how I'm doing, thank you. I really appreciate the concern, and I seem to be okay.
Good.
That's probably largely thanks to your timely intervention, Malik. If you hadn't thought of calling me, who knows how far that thing would have taken matters.
Hey, I just did the same thing you did to pull me out of my Zoom kidnapping last year. I'm just very relieved that it worked. And sorry that I didn't think about it sooner.
Oh, please. You were freaked out. It was a wild situation. You did great. Now, as for all of the things that Fae Creature made me say, it's complicated. Was it all lies? Was there truth in there? I mean, it's like suddenly having Hannibal Lecter in your head. He's going to pick all the worst, most vulnerable, most insecure versions of every thought you're having. So I think there's a difference between having a thought and having that thought be the thought, if you know what I mean. If you're having a bad day, something might pop into your head.
Oh my God, I suck. Oh my God, I'm the worst.
But there's a big difference between just having the thought and believing it. The former is just instinct or reflex. You can't control what pops into your head, especially when you've been going through a rough patch. And honestly, fuck anyone that makes you feel like you're less than you are or like you're not worthy because a thought crosses your mind. That is like crazy Christian church thought police shit. And anyone that tries to bring that into my life can fuck right off.
Preach it, sister. Testify.
So, yeah. Do I have some of the thoughts that were put in my mouth? Sure. I think we all do. But I also have the other ones. The thoughts where I'm loved, where I have so many amazing people in my life, where I do good things, both big and small. So, yeah, sometimes the thoughts are there, but they're not the thoughts. So, for anyone who might have been worried, don't. I will be okay.
And God, I wish that was all of it, but...
No, that is all of it. Because the rest of it was them dragging my relationship with someone else into the mix. And I refused to entertain that. Riley and I had a conversation that, God, it would have been so much easier to have if the Mississippi had not been impassable right now. But we had it. And as far as the public record is concerned, that's all that needs to be said right now.
Amen. Anything else on this?
Yes, actually, this. Listeners, I was targeted for using my platform to say something. This was a blatant attempt to bully me and terrify me into shutting up, and that's not the way things work. I said one tiny thing on a podcast that, on the grand scheme of things, nobody listens to. And the Fae went out of their way to come after me and give me a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. But message received, shut the fuck up and don't ever talk about us again. And here's what I have to say to that. Bring it on. You don't get to tell us what we say and what we don't, especially not by targeting, gaslighting, and doxing people. Don't worry, listeners. We're not turning this into a show that's all about the Fae or anything. This isn't going to become Fae Watch overnight.
Ooh, nice.
Thank you. But for any Fae agents who are listening, if you do sketchy shit, you bet your ass I'm going to talk about it here. You can scare me, you can mess up my life, but you can't take away my voice. Was that too much?
God, no. I thought that was righteous. And yeah, cosign. If weird stuff happens, we're talking about it. If we don't have that much of a right, things have gone way, way too wrong. I am sorry for suggesting that we do that episode as a live stream.
Oh, please stop. None of this was your fault. I mean, they got me to actually buy the goddamn game. Chances are they put that idea into your brain too.
Oh, that's true. God, I do not like that.
Okay, anyway, enough about this. Shall we talk about today's topic?
Oh, yes. And today's is a weird, trippy doozy for you all. Because I have developed a bit of a fixation with this new startup that has been all over the news called Farsight.
And yes, listeners, that's F-R-S-G-H-T, Farsight, but spelled in the worst, most Silicon Valley way imaginable.
So the company was founded about 9 months ago and had mostly been undergoing closed testing for their product during that time.
Wait, would you call this a product or a service?
Ooh, I don't know. Kind of both, kind of neither. They've been testing their steez, I guess.
Ha, sure, why not?
But 3 weeks ago, they finally went public, opening up customer-facing sites in New York, Boston, LA, San Francisco, Philadelphia, Boulder, Seattle, and right here in the Windy City.
Which is a lot of literal brick and mortar for them to suddenly plop down.
Oh, yeah. They must have crazy venture fund capital that they're burning through because they are being aggressive.
But all right, let's not dance around the issue. What do they do? What's the steez?
The steez is that Farsight lets you see the future. Like straight up, they offer a gaze into what's coming for you further down the timeline.
Apparently, their technology is based around a set of strange crystals that were dug up in a ravine that opened up in Montana.
Like somebody went down there and found like actual Klingon time crystals.
They haven't been found anywhere else, and they seem to have bizarre and unique temporal properties.
Now, of course, people have been claiming to be able to look into the future and tell you what's going to happen for, well, pretty much for as long as we've had a concept of the future. Mostly it's pretty much just a straight up scam. Some I would say can be fulfilling in a, this is resonant with where I am and where I feel myself pulled to sort of way. Less about picking lottery numbers, more about understanding yourself through a different prism.
I think that's very generous and about the best that most fortune tellers deserve. But what this company is doing is different. It's more of the, no, really, take a look at those lottery numbers and write them down. This will for sure pass, kind of look into the future.
Right. It's a wild thing to say, but at least according to them and their first batch of users, it does work. That's why they've opened up their shop to users at large. After 9 months of testing, enough of the initial predictions have come true for them to think it's a real deal.
Which I really don't like the implications of. Like, if the future is out there, already formed and waiting for us, then do we not have any free will? Are all our choices already predetermined for us?
Well, maybe, but not necessarily. I think you'd need a pretty badass physics degree to even start to wrap your head around this, which I don't.
I was going to say, don't tell me you've been holding out on me this whole time.
Oh my God, can you imagine? Oh, BT dubs, I'm actually Dr. Malik, and I do work with the Large Hadron Collider on the weekends. Christ. No, so I don't have one of those degrees, but I do read interviews with people who do. And one of them was making the point that our current model of time allows for a bit of flexibility. Like, it might not be all or nothing. We can have both lots of possibilities and some amount of predetermination. Yeah?
No, I don't think I follow.
Okay. How about this? Don't think of this as there's this big definitive future where everything's been worked out and these crystals give us a peek behind the curtain at what's going on there. Maybe it's more like these crystals let you throw a line out to the future, set down an anchor point. And so now that's set. You're getting there sooner or later, but how you get there, that's up to you. And for the rest of us, it's still the great unstructured free-for-all of the time river.
Okay, that is somewhat comforting. But then it's like, if enough people are throwing out anchor points and each one of them is rippling out into a few other lives, sooner or later, we're all just stuck going in their direction, no?
Yeah, maybe. Well, philosophy aside, there is one other very considerable quirk to this whole process. At the moment, Farsight isn't charging anything for their services.
Yeah, but it's like, you know, Ray Bradbury voice. You don't pay with your money, you pay with your soul.
Okay, that's a little dramatic, but like only a little. When you touch one of these crystals, you get a vision of your future. You see some point in your life yet to come, but you also forget something. Some memory in you is just gone.
Uh-huh. You pay with your soul.
Girl, settle down.
Fine. But, come on, that sounds very unsettling.
Yeah, it does. Some of the people who've done it have talked about what it's like, and it sounds very strange. Like, for starters, the crystals are only interested in fairly significant events on both sides of it. And they're completely in charge of what they show you and what they take. You don't get to ask a question. Nothing.
Oh.
Yeah, so nobody has reported the experience of like, oh, you know, I forgot about one of the many routine dinners I had with my parents, and I got a glimpse of myself watching a pretty normal March Madness game sometime in 2027. No, that's never what it is. It's always like, I saw myself starting my own company with my best friend Paul, who I now don't remember meeting.
Oh, that is so weird.
Yeah, it's really freaky. And then
Although, wait, okay. I mean, in that case, there's a loophole right there. Because, hello, Paul, he's there. He remembers meeting you. He can tell you what happened. Boom, problem solved.
Yeah, but like, only up to a point. So, for example, there's this woman, Georgina, who did it. And the crystals showed her meeting this beautiful woman and falling in love with her at the cost of her memories of the day of her first wedding.
Yikes.
Big yikes, right? And she talks about how she can sort of remember her wedding day, just from all the stuff that's around the hole, you know? Again, negative space. Like, all she lost was the day. So she remembers picking the venue and buying the dress and fighting with the caterer, all that stuff. And she has a videotape of the ceremony and photos, and people have told her about the weird toast Uncle Dan gave at the reception. And so she has a pretty good idea of what happened. She just
doesn't have her own memories of it.
Yeah, exactly. And I don't know, but there's something about it. Even if you can figure out everything that happened in what's gone away, that feels like...
No, I agree. I can't tell you why right this second, but that feels like it matters. And you don't get a choice in what they take at all. So, like, if the crystals wanted to take a memory about, say, someone who had already passed away...
Yeah, that could happen, I guess. I didn't find any concrete examples of that happening in the early testimonials, but I don't see why it couldn't happen. And then it would just be gone. Just to round out the fact sheet here, once you've interacted with one of these crystals, you can't do it again. Like, if it's already shown you something and you try again, nothing happens. You're basically dead to it until the first thing it showed you comes and goes. Then you can go back and get another reading.
Whoa. I'm sorry. It's just, oh my God, I hadn't thought of it until right now. But yeah, this is totally the sort of thing that some people would become really addicted to. And how long does it take for the visions of the future to come to pass?
It varies wildly. Like, at least a few of them fell within the 9-month window since the company started running tests. But people's reports have been all over the map. Some are pretty short term, but at least a few people report having gotten visions that seem to be them in 30 or 40 years.
Wow. Well, it's good to know that you'll be alive and around that long, yeah?
Yeah, but before those people start, like, smoking 2 packs a day and brushing their teeth with a bottle of Jack, it's worth saying that the long-term accuracy of the crystals have not been thoroughly verified yet. The few quantum physicists who haven't no-commented when asked about this stuff say there's a good chance that the margin for error goes up the farther away your prediction is.
But how accurate are the short-term ones?
Oh, girl, 100%.
Wait, really?
Yeah. I mean, again, we never know for sure. Maybe for some people, they don't hit the mark and we're just not hearing about them. But everyone that's spoken about their experience so far, the crystals don't miss.
Holy shit.
Yeah. Although, Jamie, secret, I have some precognition powers of my own.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, I do. Totally. Especially when it comes to our listeners.
Really?
Yes, I can just close my eyes and, oh my God, there they are. I can see them. And you know what they're doing? They're going to audaciousmachinecreative.com to support the show. Yes, they're doing it now. They are signing up for ad-free and bonus episodes as a member. They're buying Friendship and Apocalypse merch. They're telling all their friends about World Gone Wrong. They are very kindly helping us make more of this show and growing its audience.
Oh, wow. And Malik, what's your accuracy for these sorts of things?
Oh, 100%. I'm never wrong. So if people don't go to audaciousmachinecreative.com and support us, that's just them trying to make me into a liar. And you would never do that, would you, listeners?
Nerd. Okay, I think we might officially need an ad break.
Yeah, let's take an ad break. We'll be right back, folks.
Jamie and Malik.
World Gone Wrong. Back again.
Talking about the future and the company that's bringing it to you for... Are they actually doing it for free? They don't need you to, subscribe to their app or buy their crypto or some bullshit?
Not according to everything on their webpage or the articles about them. Again, they must have VC money to burn, and they're trying to convince people that what they're doing really works, and the more test subjects you have...
The more things you can point to and go, see, it really does work. Yeah, totally.
Right. Which... I think begs the question we've been skirting around all episode.
And that is?
Oh, just, are you at all tempted?
Well, that's complicated.
Totally, but just gut check. Are you 51% tempted, 51% not tempted?
Are you tempted?
I asked first.
I asked with a prettier smile. See?
Oh my gosh, my eyes! Whoa, that is radiant. But you're not getting away with it that easily, Jamie. 3, 2, 1, and then we both say it?
Yes, that seems fair.
Okay. 3, 2, 1. Not
I kind
really,
of am,
no.
yeah.
Oh, wow.
Wait, really?
Yeah, no, it's just... But wait, what about you? all episode long, you've been talking about free will and not wanting to feel like a puppet. And
I know. I mean, yeah, I stand by all of that. All that freaks me out, which maybe kind of speaks to the fact that I'm in a bit of a place where having some certainty about where I'm going would be, well, it would be really, really nice. Like, having a time anchor doesn't actually sound all that bad right now.
sure, but what if it shows you something that's like decades into the future and doesn't really impact anything you've got going on right now?
I mean, again, at least then I know. Look, I made it to wherever it tells me I'm going. It would be so much easier to go through this period of uncertainty if I knew that I was going to end up somewhere, that there's solid ground somewhere after this fall.
But like, okay, what if it shows you something really bad? Like, it shows you losing $500,000 at a poker table with some Argentinian mobsters.
Okay, first, is the Argentinian mob a going concern?
I mean, no, but like, let's see where the decade takes us.
All right, sure. And second, this is literally the first time you've said anything about negative futures. Everything so far has been starting companies and meeting the love of your life.
I mean, those are the ones we hear about, but I'm sure someone is getting shitty predictions. There has to be at least one person that when they touched the crystals, the things were like, oh, honey, you got a storm coming.
But then you can buy a raincoat. You can stay away from the poker table. When your cousin's like, let me introduce you to these nice Argentinians, you politely excuse yourself. Forewarned is forearmed, no?
Unless knowing it is what causes it. Isn't that the lesson of half of all time travel stories? The sci-fi writers have been trying to warn us.
You're really not tempted. At all. Like, there's no part of you that wants to just get the reassurance of, oh, look, there I am. I finished my education. I got a great job. I'm with the people I love again.
Jamie, baby, you know I do. But this is, I don't know. The monkey's paw potential just feels through the roof right here.
Yeah, no, I hear that. I'm just, you know, when I was a kid, I had this image of my life as this long, long hallway full of doors. And the more you live, the more doors you open. But you don't have time to open every door, so you got to pick. And then one day, I looked back, and it turns out that the hallway had been collapsing behind me, and a bunch of those doors were just gone. I can't really go back to them. And then some doors jam or are locked and you never found the key and yeah. And then the last little while, some doors I'd opened suddenly slammed shut in my face. And I looked up and it was like, holy shit, when did I wind up with so few doors left? What if they're the wrong doors? And I know, I'm not like 90 with a terminal disease. I have time, but it'd be nice to know where some of those doors were going, that they're going somewhere while I still have time and before I lose more doors.
I'm going to stay in Chicago.
What? But what about...
It's just work. It's just time. I can do more work. It'll be okay.
No, but your dissertation and the whole thing...
Jamie, it's fine. I'll figure it out. Get a new topic. What's the Fred Astaire thing? Pick yourself up, dust yourself off.
Start all over again.
Yeah. Just like that.
No, but...
Listen to me. It's just, I think I know what the doors that lead to Vermont look like. I know what working with my advisor is like. I know what my work is. And I think that I have a pretty good idea of what living in rural Vermont is like.
Cold?
Very white in more ways than one, yes. And meanwhile, here in Chicago, everything is like, who knows where these doors lead? New work, new direction. Maybe Levi will come back. Who knows? But they feel like my doors rather than a door someone put in front of me. So I'm going to go through them.
Malik, if you're just saying this to make me feel better...
Girl, I talked with my advisor yesterday. I was going to tell you today after we were done recording the show. It's a done deal. I'm staying.
Wow. Is it really nonsensical of me to say that I am relieved by that? Like... really, really relieved?
Not even a little bit.
It's just, God, I know I'm not there anymore, but it's important to me that someone still has that life. Goes to those places, lives in the apartment, our apartment, my apartment.
I will be keeping the lights on here for the foreseeable future.
Good.
Mm-hmm.
Good, I'm glad. What's that?
Oh, sorry. I was playing with my browser settings and I think I forgot to turn off the... Oh.
Oh, what?
Oh, we just got a bit of listener mail.
Anything good?
Well, you tell me. Dear Jamie and Malik, but especially Jamie, I hope you're doing all right. I just heard the last episode. What happened was unspeakably cruel and a gross violation in so many ways. Times are strange for everyone, and I don't think anyone is above doing something harmful out of necessity or fear, though neither of those things excuse the harm. Only hard work and genuine contrition can do that. But to do harm out of malice and callousness is another thing entirely. I'm not going to keep pushing on the job thing, and I respect that you may want to go in a different direction. But just so you know, we are looking into the matter of the missing fossils and would love your help in finding definitive proof of what happened there. And independent of that, if there's anything I can do to help, just say the word. You are a good person, and you deserve better. Signed, Blake 2.0. Hey, if you want, I can just delete the email, and we can cut this part out of the episode.
Malik.
Yeah?
Could you resend me the number to call about that the job at the research center they're opening up here?
Yeah, totally.
I've got it somewhere, but it'll be a lot easier.
No, top of inbox. I got it.
Thanks. And can you also send me Blake 2.0's email address?
Yeah, yep, sure.
Thank you. Things just aren't going back to the way they were before, huh?
No, I don't think so. I don't think they ever were.
So then, now what?
Now we just keep going into whatever's next. And if you still want an anchor point,
Yeah.
that's going to be me. No matter what happens, I'll be here with you.
Thank you, Malik. I'll be the same for you too.
I will weigh you down forever.
Okay.
I will drag you down to the bottom of the ocean.
All right.
with me.
Earnest moment officially over. Enough of that. We got to wrap this episode up.
Yes. Well, listeners, if any of you actually use Farsight services, let us know, especially if the predictions come true.
Yeah, let us know about that for sure. And in the meantime, one more prediction from your local oracle, Malik. We'll be back in your feeds really soon to let you know how things have continued spiraling in our lives.
Until then, my name is Jamie. That's Malik.
Saying goodbye for now. We know things are getting weirder every day, but we hope you're baseline, and we wish you all a better tomorrow.
Bye.
And even when it's ashes, there'll be part of me that wishes we could stay.
Jamie and Malik are played by Hilary Williams and Michael Turrentine.
This episode was written by Gabriel Urbina.
Directed by Jeffrey Nils Gardner. Edited by Zhuolin Wu.
Our show art is by Carly Fairbanks.
And our bangin' theme song is Falling in Love at the End of the World by Olivia and the Lovers.
World Gone Wrong is produced and created by Jeffrey Nils Gardner and Eleanor Hyde.
This is a production of Audacious Machine Creative.
The Fable and Folly Network, where fiction producers flourish.